Over the 20th and 21st of January in 2024, 2.5 hours from Melbourne on Phillip Island, Victoria, in the town of Cowes, the Phillip Island and District Railway Modellers annual exhibition was held at the Cowes Senior Citizen Centre. And in this video, we're going to take a look at all the layouts, demonstrations and traders that were in attendance. This video and other exhibition reports on this channel are made possible by the patrons on Patreon. And if you'd like early access to videos whilst supporting the production of these videos, head over to my Patreon. So let's start with the Phillip Island Club's new exhibition layout, 2 Mile Creek in ON30. This narrow gauge layout depicts a timber harvesting and sawmill township in South Gippsland in the 1920s. With scenes of tree felling, winching of fallen logs, loading and sawmilling operations with the township associated with those kind of industries. They've endeavoured to create a steep, hilly, thick bushland area, prior to the early pioneers clearing land for farming and eventual coal mining. The layout scenery incorporates a long tunnel at the rear, small trestle bridges, rocky outcrops, mountain ash trees and ferns, as well as creeks and a lake. The scenes in this layout are nice, with the larger scale giving that ability to add just that little bit more detail. English 00 scale layout Allanleigh is set around a fictitious village somewhere in the UK in the 1950s and 60s. The town of Allanleigh also is a terminus station on a branch line. The typical small village has local industries served by regular trains, transporting raw materials, supplies and finished products, as well as seeing frequent passenger services. The operations on this layout are controlled with smartphones and tablets over Wi-Fi interfaced with the Digitrax DCC system. Little Chipping is a Victorian country town located on the Leafy Bay branch line. And this is the third station on this branch that the creators Mandy and Martin have built. This is a HO scale minimum space layout, measuring 2 metres by 45 centimetres, with an off layout shunting area measuring around 80 centimetres. The layout is designed around operations, shunting trains around the exhibition to a sequenced timetable. In the Wimmera, about 35 kilometres from Horsham, is an area settled by numerous German Lutherans, which likely explains the name, Lubeck, named after a city in North Germany. The village's development coincided with the 1878 extension of the railway line from Stawell. The station was a local passenger centre located about 17 kilometres southeast of Matoa. Traffic increased in 1887 when the branch line to Rapagna was built. Lubeck handled wool, livestock, grain and produce from local creameries. The N-scale layout as depicted is not meant to be an accurate representation of Lubeck, as compromises needed to be made due to size constraints. However, it incorporates many of the features and attempts to represent a typical Wimmera station, as it may have been in the 1970s and 80s. The layout measures 1800 by 900 mil and is constructed on ply and pine. All the track is Cato Unitrack and all the points are electrically operated. The rolling stock is a combination of ready-to-run kits and 3D printed stock. California Dreaming is a simple layout. It's a demonstration layout of a very cost-effective microprocessor. The processor drives the train and tells the locomotive when and in what order to drop off the freight cars in.
Out the little couplet. Now stop, and then when it comes forward, it will slip in and join. And now it's joined up, and then the train will pull it forward, and it'll move.
fictional English N-scale layout Little Upton, a layout set around a typical village. It aims to demonstrate how you could have an 1800 by 800mm fully functioning and landscape model train set that can be folded away into a cupboard when not in use. The track plan is quite simple, but has enough variation for some operations. It's also DCC, but can be quite easily switched to DC if needs be. Manor Woods in 00 scale is a leafy valley to the southwest of Bristol in England, deep in the heart of Great Western Railway's territory. The railway branched off the main line to Weston-super-Mare at Bedminster and headed south to Blagden via the Manor Woods Valley and Winford. The section of the line between Bedminster and Blagden was closed during the Depression in the mid-1930s. This caused a lot of problems for the industrial sector around Manor Woods. So a short section between Bedminster and Manor Woods was reopened. The Manor Woods station then became the terminus. The layout is based loosely between 1944 and 1948. However, all of this is fictitious, and there never was a railway between Bedminster and Blagden. This layout sees many comes and goings of freight and passenger services, and is a real treat at any exhibition that it attends. Now, as well as all those layouts, you did also have Beginners Under the Bed, which was an oval on a board, painted green. They've added a few buildings, roads and rolling stock.
quite busy. Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah.
As well as a layout under construction, which was Backstabber's Brewery in 7mm scale, which is going to feature a scratch-built brewery built-in card, and these will have fully detailed interiors. And the details are 3D printed throughout these, including the brewing kettles. The track is to represent 2-foot 6-inch gauge track. And lastly, there was Circus Travel by Train, which is in Owen 30.
Thomas and Kirsty. Richard! Love the circus. Yes, we love the circus. Ribbit march, lady. We'll watch the man's camera. It's too late.
That's right, don't stress.
Now, as well as all of those, you also had a silent auction, a U-drive, a raffle, and a computer running trains. Now, there wasn't really any retailers or traders there, aside from a second-hand store with some pre-owned models and accessories. Although I did get the added bonus of getting to see the club room's permanent layout, which is located in the hall. However, it wasn't in operation, and that might be for another video. So if you're keen to find out more about this exhibition, you can follow the Phillip Island Club on social media, or keep up to date with everything model railways in Australia with the monthly model railway news on this channel. As well as that, they have also announced their 2025 exhibition for the 18th and 19th of January at the same location. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed coming along to the Phillip Island Model Railway Club's annual exhibition in Phillip Island, and I will see you next time. Hooroo!